Hello everyone, welcome to the next installment of Am I the Asshole? If you're a fan of hearing Reddit tales, it would really support the channel if you could hit the like button or subscribe. Now, let's get started with our first story. Am I the asshole for not going to my friend's wedding after what she said to me? A few months ago, a friend of mine told me she was getting married. It wasn't meant to be a regular wedding, but more of an allotment kind of thing. We were supposed to be her, the groom, me, as a maid of honor, and a best man, plus a few close family member, about 10 people in total, and it was planned for early November. I say wedding like that in the title because there will be no invites, no save the date, no ceremony, no walk down the aisle, just courthouse and dinner. That comes from the bride herself. I'm not guessing anything. A week ago, I got the news that I had gotten a permanent job. I don't know how to explain it because this is a very typical thing from my country, Spain, where every so often the government will hire professionals to work either in the administration or in public institutions, education, high school. This is usually a great opportunity because these positions are for life. Well, until you retire, and they can never fire you. In order to apply for these positions, you have to take an exam. And then, depending on your years of service to the institution and the score you get on the exam, you can get one of those jobs. Long story short, I took my exam last year, and last week I got told that I got one of the jobs, but I will be moving cities for that. When I told my friend this, the only thing she said is, "When are you leaving? Can you still come to my wedding?" No congratulations, no I'm happy for you, nothing. I must add, 2 weeks ago, I talked to her to know where were we having dinner for her wedding, and she said she didn't have anything planned yet, let alone booked. Had she told me she had everything booked and that she really needed my RSVP, I would have understood her answer. But in that context, I've decided that if the only thing she cares about is her and her wedding, and she can't be happy for me, I'm not going to the wedding. Am I the asshole? You're the asshole. While your friend's reaction may have seemed dismissive, it's possible she was caught up in the stress of wedding planning and didn't fully process your big news. Weddings, even small ones, can be overwhelming, and she likely values your presence on such an important day. Instead of immediately deciding not to attend, you should have communicated how you felt about her response. Friendship is a two-way street, and it's important to express your feelings rather than make assumptions. Canceling your role as maid of honor because of one comment comes across as self-centered and could hurt your friendship in the long run. Talking it out would have been a better approach. What wedding planning and what stress? It is just 4 people having dinner after signing some papers. You're the asshole. Yes, it's rude that she didn't congratulate you for your job, but in your post you're denigrating her wedding by putting it in quotes. It's clear you were to play an important role that day, and you must be close friends if you're the maid of honor and one of just 10 guests. Also, Spain is a small country with good trains. It shouldn't be hard to go back on a Saturday for the wedding. Sounds a little overreactive to me. You blame her for being all about herself when you are being all about yourself too. You don't have to go because an invite is not a mandate. However, if you aren't going in retaliation for her not being happy for you about your job, then absolutely, you're the asshole. You're the asshole. The only thing she said is, "When are you leaving? Can you still come to my wedding?" For some weird reason, you are interpreting her comment negatively. Her comment could easily be interpreted as, "You are very important to me, and I really hope you can still attend an important event to me. You are one of only 10 people invited, and I'd really like you be there. Congratulations on your new job. Am I the asshole for taking kids to dinner when my wife had left food out for them? I picked up my 3 and 5-year-old from daycare on a night that my wife had to take our 12-year-old to a practice. They were hungry when I picked them up, and I knew they'd like to go to dinner instead of going home. Once at the restaurant, I saw a text from my wife that she had made them plates before she left the house. It was too late to change plans, so we stayed and ate. The dinner she had made was a pretty basic, but it was dinner nonetheless. When my wife got back home, I told her I saw her text just a few minutes too late, and we ate out. She flipped out on me for wasting her time. I told her I didn't intend to waste her time, but that didn't matter. What I did was rude. Am I rude for this? Am I an asshole? What are we doing for dinner is a discussion pretty much every family has, pretty much every day, especially once kids start doing after-school activities. If you don't currently do that, perhaps you should start. I don't think you're an AH for not dragging your kids away from the restaurant once you were already there. But this feels a lot like you just wanted to treat your kids and didn't care about what was planned at home. It feels really off that what your wife and 12YO were doing for dinner never came into this whole thing. Also, it was pretty basic, so she had to spend time on it. And he definitely wasn't sorry, as he's on Am I the Asshole trying to get sympathy. He doesn't care. He wasted her time because he doesn't value her contribution. If it were me, I'd let him start cooking more since the effort is wasted on him anyway. Yeah, that sentence was so rude and dismissive. Everyone sucks here. No need to flip out if it was a genuine timing mistake. But depending on how far away from home daycare is versus how far a restaurant is from daycare. You knowing they want to go dinner first is a self-serving excuse because home equals dinner also. Once at the restaurant, or once ordered, was it really too late to change plans, or you were just too lazy/stubborn, maybe not the right choice of words, to go home instead of going in to order? Sometimes waiting for food after ordering could have been similar time to get home. Whether the dinner was basic or not is irrelevant, but you mentioning it tells me you are further just using it as a self-validating reason to say you did nothing wrong. But you kind of know you did. I'm guessing OP really just wanted to eat out. Info. How frequently do things like this happen? Do you always do your best as a partner to acknowledge her contributions and balance the division of household labor? Well, that's another episode of Am I the Asshole in the books. I really appreciate all of you who made it this far into the video. Of course, if you enjoyed this video, it would really help the channel out a lot if you gave the video a thumbs up, subscribe, or leave a comment down below. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.